Dear students, now I will going to discuss about the remaining reforms introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. In our last class, we discussed about various reforms introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and this is the continuation part of the same topic. After increasing revenue in the Doab region, Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced token currency. So, introduction of token currency is another administrative reform or economic experiment of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He carried out experiments on coinage and currency because he wanted to increase the revenue of his state, which was disturbed because of his experiments or reforms. His main aim was to save precious metals like gold and silver. In order to save precious metals, he introduced token currency. At the same time, he wanted to introduce more money in circulation. For this purpose, he introduced copper coins, which had the same value as the silver tanka. Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced token currency to fill his empty treasury. He wanted to increase the revenue which had considerably declined due to famine and harsh taxation policy in the Doab region. I already said Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced token currency in order to tackle the bad financial condition of his state or to increase income of his state. So in 1329 he issued a decree proclaiming that in all transactions in copper token should be accepted as legal tender. In the place of gold and silver coins, he introduced copper token currency. But he committed a mistake of not taking proper precautions to check imitation of coins. Minting the copper coins was not retained as a monopoly of the government. Here when he introduced token currency, he not taken proper measures, mainly in printing, etc. So here this provided the people an opportunity to mint token coins in large numbers. Here every house became a mint. Means people started minting coins according to their wish. So copper coins lost their value as a medium of exchange. Trade suffered a lot because of the copper currency or fake entry of fake coins or duplicate coins. Trade suffered a lot. The Sultan therefore recalled copper coins. When he realized his mistake, suddenly he recalled copper coins. The people were asked to exchange their copper coins with silver and gold coins. Hence the royal treasury became empty. Thus the currency reform of the Sultan utterly failed. His reform in the field of currency is also totally failed. The scheme of token money introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq has been severely criticized. So all these the administrative reforms which were introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq were completely failed or totally failed. Then he also introduced another great experiment or administrative reform, that is the transfer of capital from Delhi to Devagiri. He decided to transfer his capital from Delhi to Devagiri. This is the another reform carried out by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So here after transforming capital to Devagiri, he renamed it as Daulatabad. He shifted his capital from Delhi to Devagiri and renamed Devagiri as Daulatabad. Muhammad bin Tughlaq transferred his capital from Delhi to Devagiri to protect it from the Mongol invasions. Mongols were frequently invading Delhi region, so he wanted to save his capital from the invasions of Mongols. So he shifted it from Delhi to Devagiri. When transforming the capital, Muhammad bin Tughlaq desired to shift the entire population. So one of the historian Barani says, not a cat or a dog was left. He shifted everything. Means inhabitants of Delhi were shifted to Devagiri. The reasons for the move were very practical, but the method adopted was impractical. The entire population of Delhi was made to travel to Daulatabad. The decision of Sultan was not defective in any way. His empire included large portions of the Deccan which were difficult to rule from Delhi. But instead of shifting his government offices alone in the new capital, he ordered all inhabitants of Delhi to move to Daulatabad. He also provided all sorts of facilities to the people. But in spite of all the facilities provided by the Sultan, the people of Delhi had so much attachment with the capital, or people of Delhi had so much attachment with their native place, so that they did not want to leave Delhi. Hence the Sultan had to treat them harshly, as he wanted to execute his scheme fully. In order to execute his scheme, he introduced various harsh measures to shift the inhabitants of Delhi to Devagiri or Daulatabad. And when he shifted his capital, soon there occurred some revolts in the north. At the same time, Mongols began to repeat their invasions with a greater frequency. Mongols were also started invading the territories of Delhi. When the Sultan came to know of his mistake, he decided to go back to Delhi. Finally, he realized his mistake and he decided to go back to Delhi. Realizing that he had made a mistake, he ordered all the people to march back to Delhi. This again caused many more losses. Again, this order is also not liked by the people because it is not an easy task. So the entire incident made him highly unpopular. This scheme or this that change or reform which was introduced by Muhammad Tughlaq was also failed. That is the shifting capital from Delhi to Devagiri, and this plan resulted in the loss of men, money, etc. So all of his experiments, that is entity experiments, were failed. His plans failed because he lacked practical judgment and patience. He also lacked common sense. If ever he thought of doing a particular thing, he must accomplish it at the earliest possible time. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟರು ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವಲೋಕನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಡನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ, ಹಾತೊರಿತಿದ್ದ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವನು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತಾನೆ ಅಥವಾ ತರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಫಲ ಸಿಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವನ ಕೈ ತಪ್ಪಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಅವನೊಂದು ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಕಾರಣವಾಗಿ ಬೀಳ್ತದೆ. So because of his schemes, he lost territories, disgusted his people, and emptied his treasuries. Because of his plans, people lost their lives. He also lost his territories, and his treasury became empty. So it is quite clear that Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a strange combination of good and bad. That is a mixture of two opposites. He fell sick and died at Thatta in Sindh, that is in 1351 AD. He was succeeded by his cousin Firoz Shah Tughlaq. So all this is about Muhammad bin Tughlaq, mainly regarding his administrative experiments. So here in the history of Delhi Sultanate, Muhammad bin Tughlaq became one of the extraordinary sultan, and he was well known for his administrative experiments. Okay, thank you students.